invest in yourself and reinventing yourself to make sure you go forward with a proper life, right? To make sure you don't quit on life, don't give up on life. It's a blessing to have life. So I'm gonna let the algorithm kick in real quick because it's another day. We're here. Give gratitude, give thanks. Life, experiencing life, personal development and experiencing life and finding the meaning of life, right? And what does that mean? Finding the meaning of life, right? I don't know if that question ever came to your mind, but it has to me. And what I've come to find out is you have to make the best out of any situation, regardless of the situation, right? So that's living life, experiencing life, be willing to go up against the adversity of life. I'm gonna let the algorithm kicking. Nobody's coming in yet, so I don't know. I might end up dropping this live, but I'm gonna see if people gonna come in. Don't quit on life, right? Personal development. The key is not to quit. Hold on, I'll be right back. What up? What up? What up? What's going on? What's going on? Shout outs to everybody that's on here. Like I said, I'm talking about personal development, reinventing ourselves, especially when you feel stagnant and you're not taking the task, taking the necessary steps in order to achieve your goals, right? And experiencing life and what's the meaning of life for you. Shout out to everybody that's on here. Thank you for being on here. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your time because it's the most valuable asset. So, like I was saying, right? Now is not the time to quit, no matter what. It's gonna get rough, it's gonna get tough, but now is not the time to quit, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're trying to reach or succeed or try to have success with, right? Or succeed at. You're finding out that it's not working out to your liking, to your plans, to your written plans, especially if you got written plans, go ahead. What you could do, you can reinvent the whole process, reinvent yourself. Take out a notepad, take out a book, a piece of paper, and write down some ideas, some things that can propel you forward, right? Some things that you can do that can propel you forward. Because now is not the time to quit on life, right? Now is not the time to just live a mediocre life and just live life on autopilot. It's time to be aware, right? Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Shout out to spiritually. aware, right? Definitely shout out to spiritually. Be spiritually aware. And I'm saying you have to be the most religious person or whatever like that, but be having some ground, right? Some way that can give you strength that you can find, that you can dig deep. That strength that's within all of us, right? That can help us conquer all, right? That you can survive. You can survive so many things. It's unbelievable, right? So you got to make sure you have that spiritually awareness, mentally, physically, spiritually, and then you have to grind and do what you have to do, right? But there's awareness. Don't live life on autopilot. Like somebody told me, um, don't get comfortable in life. Sometimes you get comfortable in life, it can cause more problem than you willing to go out and venture out and seek more out of life, create more out of life, right? Sorry, it's so dark. I'm moving. I'm moving. We running these things. We moving. We running these errands and things. And do these gigs, right? We do these gigs. We hop on here. We talk about it, right? Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right. So having some awareness. Shout out to everybody on here. Amarak. Shout outs to you, Micah, LaFon, or Mike Makai. Micah. I don't even know how to pronounce, man. But forgive me if I pronounce things wrong. I know people be messing up my name, but shout out to everybody who's on here. So, like I said, right, personal development and some of the keys to getting over the hump in life to get unstuck, right? Working on these things, right? Working on these things, finding a way. So you have to be aware, right? Awareness is a big key, right? Be aware of also what's sabotaging, self-sabotaging. I'm not gonna say sabotage. Nobody don't want to straight up sabotage your life, even though we go through interesting patterns of life. It's difficult to straight up want to sabotage your life, like consciously, right? But subconsciously, what we feeding ourselves, what we feeding in our mind, that's not helping us grow. That's not giving us any merit in life, right? That's self sabotaging. Self sabotaging your life by putting these negative things in your life, and it's a discipline to try to get over these negative thoughts that will come to your mind that will make you self sabotage. So you have to reprogram your mental. You have to reprogram your thoughts. You have to get into the right mindset, and that's going back to the awareness, right? So the awareness of being mentally aware, physically aware, spiritually aware, emotionally aware, right? You have those things set in stone, and you go ahead and you go after something that you never had before, right? You continue to seek more, you continue to do more, you continue to create, continue to venture out in life more to develop better. Because autopilot life is not going to bring you anywhere to a next plateau, right? Unless you reprogram reprogram it to bring you somewhere different. That's reprogramming the mind, getting the mind in the right mindset in order to achieve certain plateau of life, other than just being on autopilot and just being comfortable with life, right? And there is that awareness. You gotta be aware of what's going on in life. Be aware of what other people are doing around you in life, right? Can't be on autopilot because you have to be aware of what other people are doing. Can't get to the next plateau without leveling up or reinventing yourself. Reinventing yourself for a better life, right? Jeez. You would think you was about to take a left. You flying to the red light. Flying to the red light. But shout out to everybody that's on here. Thank you for being on here. Thank you for that like, that subscribe, and everything else, right? Right, right, right. So let me know, y'all. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts about personal development? Being aware of the things that's going on in life, being aware of what's self sabotage issues that might be at hand, right? Self sabotage, um, having some awareness of life, eliminating living life on autopilot, right? These cars nowadays be having some futuristic lights. I'm living in the future, baby. We made it. Forgot where I was about to go. Right? So let me know what's your thoughts on this personal development. Having some awareness of life, what's going on around in life. Definitely have some gratitude, have some awareness mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, right? Get out of living life on autopilot and reinventing yourself to be able to not quit. To making sure you're not quitting in life, right? I think picking up order 56. Okay, thank you.
2360. Looking for 60 cents.
Yeah, I'm good. You can go.
If you have it, you have it. If you don't, it's okay.
Yep.
How much more battery?
So, You're right. There's some music playing in there. I had to take it off. And you copy it. Uh, you got Black and Mild Jazz Plastic.
Okay.
Thank you. How, how you selling now, ladies?
Three for them.
Appreciate that. What about them other candy right here?
The
Like
bags.
it's not like the penny candies.
Your bags.
Oh, they bags? How
Yes.
much? Oh yeah, let me get them. Man. That makes sense right there. That's what's up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one. Mm. But you're not hearing me, huh? My bad. My bad. My bad. Be aware of what's going on and have that focus ability, that mindset to get you through the stress, that mindset to have you be resilient, resourceful, right? Having that mindset to overcome adversity. Let me know if you hear me on here. 'Cause I was dropping some jewels too. Man, I ain't catch that. But we're gonna just bring it back, right? Getting over the adversity, getting through stress, understanding that we're blessed, especially when we get to wake up and see another day, right? Keep that focus. Be aware. Be aware of what's going on, right? Be aware of the mindset. Be aware of the comfortability and get over that comfortability and be an understanding, or should I say what they say, overstand that you can get through anything, right? Especially when you got that that spiritual awareness, to have a spiritual awareness and foundation to keep going no matter what. Make it through. Look how far we've came, right? Look how far we came, how far we've come to see a better journey of what we can become. See all the struggles, all the adversity, all the challenges, all that stuff is helping us to become and understand what we can be. So look how far we come. Look what the adversity we come through to be able to understand. See the city. Let me see it. That's the city of Hartford right there. As development to be aware of what's going on in life, being able to get over the stagnation in life, the comfort of life, stop living life on autopilot, and being willing to reinvent yourself if things not going the proper way. If you see a better outcome for you in life, better finance, getting out of student debt, getting out of personal debt, credit card debt, right? You see yourself doing that, right? But you don't know when you're gonna do it or how you're gonna do it. Just gotta keep focused on understanding, like, I'm gonna do it no matter what. There's no quitting, right? There's no quitting. And if you go about something, well, like, all right, this is how it comes down. Like, focus, follow on course until successful. Follow on course until successful. So you're gonna have that major definite purpose in life, and you're gonna follow that on course until you reach that major definite purpose in life. But you have to understand there's gonna be other dynamics that's gonna be coming at you, other energy, other situation that's gonna be coming at you. So you have to be able to develop yourself better and have a better mindset and being able to get off of autopilot and go to another level, right? Being able to travel the journey on another level and not being stagnant, not being stuck, right? Not feeling that you're living life on autopilot, right? And being aware of the dangers and the evilness that can be going on in life. But understand that you can accomplish so much, right? So much if you hold on tight, if you have some awareness. And like I said, the awareness are mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Having some awareness of what's going on in your life in those categories, right? And I'm speaking of experience, right? Speaking of experience, trying to be transparent. Hope somebody gets something out of this, right? And then you get off of autopilot, like we just said, get off of living life on autopilot. You have those four categories that you're awareness of, and then you reinvent yourself. You reinvent yourself by, like they say, I don't want to say quantum leap, but you quantum leaping yourself into another realm of life where you see yourself of how you want to see yourself in life. And it's going to be confusing because you're going to have that stress factor that's going to come into play. Oh, things not working out the way that I see it, and you're gonna have that want to go back to that. Oh, I'm just gonna let life happen instead of living life. You're just gonna let life happen, right? That's what a lot of us got to get out of that mentality. Don't let life happen to you. Live life, right? Live it to the best that you can. Each and every day you're blessed with another day. Live it to the best that you can, in and out of different circumstances, right? But I ain't gonna be on here too much. I am not gonna waste too much more of your time because I appreciate you being on here. I appreciate your time because your time is the one of the most valuable asset that you can have. And I thank you for sharing your time with me. Appreciate it. Much respect. But one of the key things I want to what they say, reiterate or double down on, or whatever they say, like, right? Trying to be talking like how the politicians be talking. So a lot of people like to listen to what's going on in terms of how people talk, like how politicians talk. But you're gonna hear me go back and forth, right? I'm learning different things, so it is what it is, right? That's life. It's like the locks living off experience, right? So we go in and out of different things. But one of the key things though is having awareness. It's a very key thing. And having gratitude. Gratitude and awareness. I don't know. Maybe the algorithm not liking what I'm talking about. Maybe people thinking that, I'm just talking out of my but I hope somebody gets something off of this. Like, and I'm mad when I was leaving out the store, I still had it on. I still had it on silent. Oh my goodness, Lord. People, I tell you, but much love and respect. Thank you for being on here. Appreciate your time, your support. Your ain't nobody really too comment about what I was talking about, but I really wish at that time where I had it muted that people was able to pick up on what I was talking about. All right, so I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for being on. We'll talk about some other stuff next time. Peace. All right,